Hey guys, I just wanted to give you like a little recap what happened during the last day. I hope you had some time to actually play the game. I know there were a lot of server issues. I also was affected by it a lot, but I was kind of lucky to get to Monolith relatively early. And because the Monolith experience is just absolutely insane, you don't have any like zone transitions. I'm currently at level 85. I think now, yeah, it's a little bit more than 24 hours after the league started. Um, but I was very happy, like I said, to get to Monolith that fast. There's no zone transition here. I'm trying to avoid as much zone transition as possible, so I'm not really going into for the prophecies. I don't want to risk it right now, otherwise you're in the long loading times. I tried it out once. But I was just mainly like blasting Monolith to get as far as I can, pretty much. So far, the experience just by the build itself and also endgame and everything was very cool. I had a lot of fun so far. As I said, I hope that the servers will get better over the next days. Other than that, I had some serious performance issues also that was not really that cool. Some problems with ambush, some problems with ice elementals. In general, something where you have cold projectiles. Even my icicle procs here on enemies are causing big performance issues, so I really hope they will fix that soon. But yeah, let's just go over a little bit what happened pretty much during the whole day. So yesterday, I live in Germany, so it's 6 p.m. where it started. It took, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours until we could all go in. So it was already midnight when I really started that character. I played for 3 hours, but I had some issues with the zone transitions, of course. So pretty much in the beginning, I was stuck in council chambers, and it took me a while until I get here. And then I pretty much stopped, I think, after 3 hours or so in chapter 5. Went to sleep, had an 8 hour sleep, really chill out. I didn't want to race or anything. I know, I know 85 for some of you is a little bit insane, but like I said, I played this game for 4 years. But still, I took it very casual. Slept for 8 hours, woke up in the morning, put on a stream, and yeah, just enjoy the whole day with the league start. And so far, it went pretty good. So my whole tactic was pretty much to what I always did with all my previous characters. I know there's like a new story skip method, but what I basically do is I finish chapter 7. Once I finished chapter 7, I had all the passives and all the idle slots. Then I immediately went into endgame, Monolith of Time. Went here, I think already in the first timeline, I dropped a Sanctum key. So I immediately went for Temporal Sanctum. I tried it out actually. This exploit, this switch with the zone, but I think they fixed it and you cannot like switch the timeline again to avoid the big nuke. So I was one-shotted, and then I had to farm again for another Sanctum key. And I think in the second timeline, I got a key again. So I went back, completed the Sanctum key. Then I went, or I skipped the whole chapter 8 because of the dungeon, and I came out at, Jesus, it's so complicated where it is. I came out here, one more zone, and then you immediately pretty much can unlock your faction. I went with COF. For me personally, there's no reason to play trade. First of all, I think it's one of the best games in terms of SSF. You can farm pretty much everything in this game, and that's why COF is yeah, very rewarding for myself. Still, I think the whole faction is very overpowered at the moment. I'm only at level 5, but the problem that I have right now, and probably, I don't know if I'm the only one, I'm getting way too many exalted items. It's too overwhelming. I mean, it's cool, but um, you get so much loot, so many exalteds, also trash for other classes. I mean, I could get way more. I'm just waiting for the perfect implicits. But like exalted items, the whole drop doesn't feel rewarding anymore. Like back then, exalteds were always like, "Oh shit, there's an exalted. Let look over them." I'm doing like an echo, and I have like I don't know 20 exalted drops. It's so crazy actually. And even later, I think if we add those two here, it's gonna be absolutely insane. So let's see. I mean, it's still very early, but I think it's gonna be very easy to gear yourself up with Circle of Fortune. Other than that, I mean, the whole system is cool, the whole prophecy system is good. I still also have to look a little bit more into it with the lenses and everything. Like I said, I don't want to do any zone transitions right now so that I can just blast endgame. Other than that, once I did this, I was pretty much only trying some stuff out if it works, and then I was only doing monolith to level up my COF here. So I only stick to the right side here, only simply because of the good blessings that you can get. I was pretty lucky early on also to get good blessings. In Age of Winter, first run, I was lucky to get Reign of Winter with 1 LP. Still waiting for a bow to get on top of it. Trying to get something like flat lightning, flat cold, flat fire damage. But other than that, decent gear so far. I was going a little bit more into defensive side because I knew that empowered and transition from normal to empowered is now a little bit harder. So far, I'm doing very good. Leveling in general, I leveled with bleed puncture into armor blades. I was actually with Marksman, switched to dagger, tried out shadow daggers, still absolutely busted. I should have stayed with shadow daggers because then I switched also to blast rain. Blast rain was really strong but really squishy. So I think even as a marksman, you can just like go shadow daggers and just blast through monolith or whatever into empowered. I mean, I kind of want to play a bow character when I have a marksman, but still I think shadow daggers is so OP. But I was really happy around level 40. I switched into shadow hail of arrows, and then from that point on, nothing but smooth sailing, really. Through story, through monolith, everything, one click, dies. You can just run through. And empowered, now I feel that I need a little bit more damage. Passives, I will try out some stuff, but so far, like the classic setup that I also have on my build guide, very solid, very smooth league start for myself. Of course, server performance is a little bit of an issue, but I was really lucky actually. Found 2 of them so far. I want 2 more for the duration. Also, of course, the suffix to get a little bit more increased damage. Found some cool stuff. This one I will definitely try with a falconer while leveling. I don't know. I will try it, but there will definitely not be something viable, I guess. I don't know. We have to see. We have to see. The new shitty arrow guards I will also try out a little bit. Other than that, 3 LP stuff, 2 LP stuff, 1 LP stuff. No big drops. I mean, this one, like I said, was lucky, but I don't have a lot of flat. I mean, I have the lowest roll here, so I will definitely farm it again. I was just a little bit lucky with LP, but I will try it, of course, out to get something good on top of it. Defenses so far also very solid after 1 day. I'm currently doing some blessing farming and some corruption pushing. So right now I want to get the void resistance here. I'm already at 171 corruption. Pretty smooth, I can show you. Other than that, what else can I tell you? It was very smooth. Only about the servers and the zone transitions, that was a little bit bothering me, of course, but for everyone else as well. But so far, really cool experience. I'm very happy with the game, also with the how it looks. It feels like a completely new feeling compared to 0.9. Game looks amazing. And once you're in Monolith, you don't really feel the servers or anything. Like I said, sometimes there are some performance issues you might see when once I hit HoA on the ground and the icicles come out. There's a little bit delay. It was fine, but when there are more enemies, you can really feel it. But yeah, the loot drop is absolutely insane. Also, the monster density. I really feel that they increased the monster density, and at some point, I think also the performance is getting really bad with this. So, I mean, it's of course always cool to see like more monsters on the map, but I don't know if it's good for the performance. In arena echoes, when there are all the corpses on the floor, it's insane. I had like, I don't know, 10 FPS. Very bad situation for me actually. Now it's working fine, so I don't know what's really causing this. Some ice monsters, as I said, ice projectiles are really causing some issues. But yeah. Normally, like I said, a lot of Exalteds here. I was a little bit unlucky here to find a couple of them. But cool experience other than that, to be honest. Loot filter is getting better and better, but I can really feel like, Jesus, you can go here, buy Rune of Shatterings all the time, also really good change. You don't run out of affixes anymore. I already have everything for future crafting. It's definitely a different experience now compared to 0.9, but I have to get used to it. Also, the whole body blocking is not working anymore, so there's no phasing. You run against them. The Reign of Dragon boss was a little bit weird, so I think some people might have issues with him with the hitbox. But this is probably only related to melee chars. But yeah, very fun definitely for sure. Looking forward to the weekend. I don't know if we have more issues when more people might come in. Some casuals probably will also start on the weekend, so we have to see. But I'm very happy with Shadow Hail of Arrows. It's a blast. I will definitely push it as far as I can. I want to do Arena with it, but I think right now it's not working. So I don't know when we will see this one. I will push Corruption as high as possible. I want to compare with Blast Rain. I hope I can see also some Blast Rain stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much day one recap from me. Cool MTX. Normally I don't like this fancy stuff, but they did a good job. They did a really good job. And also graphics are amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. I want to do like a daily update for you, just that you see the progression of this build and just that you can see how far I can bring it. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys soon. Bye.